Hey guys, Panzer J back here in Operation Boston. Turn 6.5 for the Commonwealth and 6.6 for Free France, January of 39. For the UK portion of the turn, we're going to go with jets, not on the board, 8 or higher, and long-range aircraft stage 1, 8 or higher for our 2 tech. Okay, so jets first. A 12 we succeed, and long range. Oop. Long range. A 1 we miss. So 1 out of 2. I think that's pretty much every game, or every turn lately has been 1 out of 2. So jets. Okay, how about purchases? We got convoyed for $5. Oh, we have diplomacy. So we forgot last turn, so we'll get 4 total diplomacy rolls. We're going to go for Ireland and Norway. Neither at stage 1, obviously. So these 2 rolls are for Ireland. 5 and a 12 both missed, and here's the 2 for Norway. 4 and a 5 both missed. 0 for 4 diplomacy. Okay, purchases. We got convoy for 5, so we have 29 to spend. 10 for a fighter. 4 for marine, that's 14. 3 for an airborne, that's 17. 4 for a colonial, that's 21. 3 for an infantry is 24. Upgrade a militia for 2 is 26. And then Lend-Lease the Free French and infantry for 3. That's our full 29. FEC, 16 to spend, spending all of it. 10 on a fighter and 3 militia. Anzac, 10 to spend, spending 8 of it on 2 militia and an anti-aircraft gun. We only have 1 attack. So we're going to attempt to convoy raid, repay the Germans. So our seaplane at a seaplane base came out from southern England 1-2, and we're going to attempt to convoy raid the Germans there in A7. So we get a +1. So black is German, red is the UK. We're at a +1. Shocking. Okay, no convoy damage. The plane flies back. Okay, non-combat. We're going to take the infantry in northern England is going to come down 1 to southern England. 1 of the infantry in London is going to come up 1 to southern England. We're going to have the fighter in London move up 1 to southern England. The fighter on the light carrier comes over 1 to southern England. This naval transport comes out of port in London and comes over 1 and goes in port in A21. This fleet sub here in A28 is going to come down 1, 2, 3, join the fleet there in the Mediterranean. This naval transport in port in Gibraltar in A44 comes out of port 1, 2, 3, goes in port in southern England. This naval transport here in M2 comes over 1 to A44, goes in port in Gibraltar. Okay, these are going to be simultaneous movements. The tactical comes off the light carrier here in M2. The fighter comes off the light carrier here in A28. Fighter goes 1, 2, 3, and lands on the now empty light carrier. The tactical 1, 2, 3 lands on the empty light carrier. These 2 Anzac ships, a destroyer and a light cruiser, 1, 2 if Italy wants to declare war, and 3 into M2 joins the fleet. That's a light cruiser and another destroyer. This naval transport here in A51 comes up 1 to A48, goes in port in Sierra Leone. This naval transport over here in Cairo comes out of port. If the Italians want to declare war on an empty transport, they can. If not, 1, 2, 3 goes in port in Gibraltar and A44. I think we're good. I don't think we're moving anything else. Yep, everything else is going to stay put. Okay, so for unit placement, Anzac, 2 militia, and an anti-aircraft gun all go down in Sydney. The FEC, a fighter, that goes down in Calcutta. And then 3 militia. 1 in southern India, 1 in Benares, 1 in Burma. Okay. The British, we had a militia upgrade, which is going to be the militia here in Belgian Congo. Make him an infantry. We got a colonial infantry. I know Bruce said not to do it, but I can't help it, Bruce. I need to boost Cairo more. So we'll do a colonial in Cairo. Everything else is England. So we've got a fighter, goes down here in London. That is where the Marine goes, and that is where the Airborne goes. The other infantry, I had one more non-combat. One of the 2 militia in southern England move up to, or in northern England move up to Scotland. So a militia, and then the 1 infantry we bought, we're going to place in northern England. Okay, that should be it. For unit placement, well, we got the French Lend-Lease infantry. It can leave London. There's a port here in southern England, make its way to Gibraltar, and then over to northern Algeria. Put that there. And that is it for the Commonwealth. So for income, we're at 27 for the UK. They spent everything. And we only have a 5 bonus now because we got convoy rated. So 5 and 27, 32 for the Commonwealth. The FEC spent everything. They're sitting at 14, and a 2 bonus is 16. And Anzac saved 2, and they're sitting at 7 with no bonus, so 9. So it should be 32, 16, and 9. On to the Free French. They have $3 to spend. They're going to spend all of it on an infantry. Non-combat, we're going to take this. There is no combat. This fleet sub and M8, it's going to come over 1, 2. No, we don't want to go over there. We want to go over another spot. We don't like that fighter there. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Join the rest of the French units there in A44. The 1 infantry that was already in northern Algeria is going to come over 1 to French Morocco. And then I think we just got planes. So the fighter in London is going to back off 1 to southern England. The medium bomber at an air base goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, lands in Gibraltar. And I think that's it for the Free French. So unit placement, their 1 infantry goes down in northern Algeria. Income, they're sitting at 3. They spent everything, so 3 is what they'll have next turn. So let's do a unit recap. Scotland has a militia. Northern England has a militia and an infantry. Southern England has 4 infantry, 2 militia, 2 anti-aircraft guns, 1 seaplane, 2 British fighters, 1 French fighter. There are 2 naval transports in port. London has 3 infantry, 2 militia, a marine, an airborne, an anti-aircraft gun, an air transport, and a fighter. The fleet in A6, battleship, battlecruiser, 2 heavy cruisers, 1 light cruiser, 3 destroyers, a torpedo boat destroyer, and an empty light carrier. A28 has a light carrier with a tactical, a destroyer, a torpedo boat destroyer, and a coastal defense ship. A44 in Port Gibraltar are 2 Commonwealth naval transports. And the French have in port a naval transport, a light cruiser, a torpedo boat destroyer. There is a French fleet sub in A44. Gibraltar, a fort, a coastal artillery gun, a militia, a mountain infantry, and a French medium bomber. There's an infantry in French Morocco, 2 infantry in northern Algeria. The fleet in M2 is now 2 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 2 light cruisers, 5 destroyers, 2 fleet subs, a light carrier with a fighter. There's a naval transport in port in Sierra Leone. There's an infantry in Belgian Congo. Cairo is now up to, I believe, 9 infantry, 1 militia, a medium bomber. There's still the infantry in Transjordan. The FEC, we've got a militia in southern India, a militia in Benares, a militia in Burma. Calcutta's the fort. 5 FEC militia, 3 FEC, 5 FEC infantry, 3 FEC militia, 2 Gurkhas, 1 FEC fighter, 1 FEC anti-aircraft gun. Anzac has an infantry and an artillery. The British have 2 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft guns. Nothing else changed with FEC. And for Anzac, the only thing that's changed is Sydney. Sydney now has 4 militia, a motorized infantry, and an anti-aircraft gun. So that should be it for the Commonwealth and the Free French. Turning things over now to Hambone in Italy.